Hi everybody, this is Justin Polite, and I'm in Math 1105 with Teresa Strickland. And today we're going to be working on an equation. We're going to be simplifying it, and we're also going to be balancing it. And so we're just going to get right to it. So basically we're going to try to solve for x. We want to find out what the value of x is in our expression. That's the objective. And we're going to do this two different ways. So the problem I have right here on my board is negative 4x plus 1 plus x equals 2x minus 14. So what I have on this board is I have a minus x and I have a minus 1. And I have 4 of those. So I have minus x, minus 1, minus 4, minus x, minus 1, minus x, minus 1, minus x, minus 1. And that's what's showed right here. And then I have a plus x right here. I have an equal sign, and I have 2x minus 14. And those are the constants. And so I have all of these shown up on this board here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and try to solve this equation. So the first step that we do to solve this equation is I would take away the negative 4 consonants on this side and 4 from this side. So that's what we're going to do. And then, as we see the problem, because we took off 4 from the left side of the equal sign and 4 from the right side, we can actually take off 1 of the green on that side and 1 of the green on this side. And so this is what we have presented on our table here. We have the negative 4x equals 1x minus 10. So the next step that we can do to solve this problem is we can add in a zero pair. So what we want to do at this point of this problem is we want to try to get one of these different groups by itself on one side of the equal sign. So we have the negative x's, the positive x, and the negative consonants. And we want to try to get one on one side. So if we go ahead and take one of these and we make it a negative and we slide it right here beside this guy, this positive, then we have to do the same exact thing to the other side. So there's another 8 and negative x. So then if we look at this problem, this negative and this positive is actually 0. So we can cancel them out and take them off the board. So now what we have on the board that we look at, that we can see, is we have negative 5x equals negative 10. So another way that we can see this as is if we have these negative 5x's right here, we can bring these negative consonants over here. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. So we have one negative x equals negative 2. So then we have another negative x equals negative 2, and another one, and another one, and another one. So if we look at it and we think about, okay, well, negative x equals negative 2, that gets kind of confusing. We'll just think of the opposite. So if we're dealing with minus x, we can make it x. So if minus x equals negative 2, then that means x has to equal positive 2. And so if we plug in 2 to this x value, and we remember about the parentheses with the order of operations, to do this problem, we will get the correct answer for either side of this equal sign if we plug in 2, the number 2, into x. Now that was just one way to solve it. And so another way, we can actually back up just a little bit, or we'll just do the problem again real quick, maybe just a little bit faster. And I'm taking my time. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and then these ones. All right, so this is the original problem again on the board. There we go. So we have the -4 minus 1, and we're basically putting in 4 groups of x plus 1, but the opposite of x plus 1, because the negative sign is actually before the 4, which is in front of this right here. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to go ahead and do this the same exact way to start off with. We take off 4 of these, and then we take off 4 of these, and then we want to balance out the equation, and then we take off 1 of these and 1 of these. And originally what we did is we went ahead and just made 0 values of this guy right here, this positive x, and then we put a negative x in on this side and a negative x on this side, and then the 0 pair canceled out. So we had -5x equals -10. In this case, we're going to do it a little bit different. So since we still want to get one of these values on one side of the equal sign, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and substitute, we're going to put in a 0 pair value of consonants. So this is how we'll do it. We'll go ahead and put, since there's -10 right over here, we'll go ahead and put in +10 on this side. And if we put in +10 on this side, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, then we need to put in +10 on the other side. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, so then when we put in the positives on this side with the negatives, we know that these are going to cancel out. So if we look at this problem right here, we'll have -4x plus 10 equals x. So if we think about this problem, and we have -4, and we need to times a number, and we need to add that number to a +10, and it will give us this value right here. Well, if we go ahead and put in these positives underneath the negatives, we get 2 left over right here. So that actually tells us what our answer is. It's a +2. Because if we substituted these positives, we know that there's 2 left over. So if we plug in 2 into x, we know that -4 times 2 is -8. -8 plus the 10 consonants gives us 2, which then is our x. 2 is a positive number. We know that x is positive. That has to be our value. Has to be our value. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good day.